Senior for Bolivar. Pretty quiet night for Jones, who blew up in the win over Clever. Case Jones had 17 points of Bolivar's 65 in the win over Clever. Puts Vbrock at the line, shooting two. He knocks down the first. Vbrock now with 6 points, Mike, all here in the second half.
Averaging 8 points per game, averaging 7 points in his 3 tournament games. I'm sorry, that's Vbrock, who had 9 points in the second game. Now the Eagles within 1.
Bolivar the 1 point lead and the ball. Johnny Scott finds Conley Garrison on the left wing. Now we'll have a timeout as Garrett Bacon had Brandon Emmert hemmed in to the far side right up against the Bolivar bench, and Robbie Hoig bails him out with a timeout, a 30-second called here with 7:17 to play in the fourth. And Mike, we've mentioned it a couple times tonight, Nixa with 5, and that's quite a list of guys and teams that have won 3 in a row.
Well, it started with Parkview, the Jolly Green Giants, 1963 through 65 at the bottom of the list. The Bolivar Liberators, the second team to win 3 in a row. And it was the Ozark Tigers, Steve Hunter's great ball clubs. Willard, their 3-year-in-a-row run, 04 through 06. The Branson Pirates, 07 through 09. And nobody's been able to stop the Nixa Eagles since the start of the 2010 Blue and Gold. Jay Osborne, 62-19. If the Eagles can rally and win this game, Jay would get Blue and Gold win number 63 and trail Steve Hunter by just 1 win for the all-time lead. Most Blue and Gold wins, Steve Hunter with 64.
Coach Hunter, now the head coach at North Ark after all those years at Ozark, and nice to catch up with him the last couple of days. He always makes his way back up here, a little scouting trip. Knows there's good talent to be had when you come to watch the Blue and Gold.
He's talked to a lot of the Arkansas high school basketball coaches, and the Arkansas coaches that have played the Missouri schools, they tell you right now, the Missouri players, better players right now.
Emmert off the pass from Johnny Scott, off the window, no good. Rebound to Chase Allen. Liberators press here. Vbrock will bring it across center court. Nixa with a chance to take the lead.
They've never led.
They're not going to just yet as that one goes out of bounds, but there may have been a foul call. No. Jay Osborne telling his team to use your eyes, and you can see what he's looking for here. A win in this game puts him, as Mike told you, 1 behind Steve Hunter. Look at the names. Gary McDaniel, Roy Green, Rod Gorman, Bob Brown, Skip Brock. Just a murderer's row of great coaches that have had great success in this tournament, enjoying its 70th incarnation this year. And a highlight for any season, a spinning Bryce Kruger. Kruger with 11 now. He pushes it back to a 3-point edge for Bolivar. Nixa almost turns it over twice. Bacon tried the lead in to Allen and almost lost it on the comebacker.
They've got to attack Emmert.
They're looking for it. Allen calling for it down on the near block. Bacon.
Johnny Scott just, shoving Allen out of the way.
Well, that's what they've done. It's a great switch as Nixa's going to ahead and get their 2. Preston Flood gets 2 more. He has 8 now, but it was a great switch off defensively that time. They could tell that Allen was calling for the ball, so Johnny Scott came over and took the post position away from Emmert. That way Brandon didn't have to pick up another foul. Johnny Scott's only got 1 personal. Emmert with another rebound. And he'll go to the line. Bacon with the foul.
His 4th.
That will change the way he plays. A dozen rebounds to go with 13 points now for Bolivar's big Brandon Emmert. He will toe the line at the free throw. First one, no good. Kicks off and right. Johnny Scott over talking to the coaching staff, and Christian Bundy will come back into the game with 3 fouls for Garrett Bacon, who will have a seat with 4. Bundy 10 points in game 1, 10 points in game 2, 9 points in game 3, and he's got 10 tonight. So he's right at his mark as Emmert gets another one. He has 14 now. It's 41-39 Bolivar. Vbrock with the head fake on Case Jones. The feed down low to Bundy. It's fought for, and Emmert comes away with another one.
It's almost like Bundy was expecting contact that time, and nothing happened.
Conley Garrison tries to shake Parker Dent. 4:45 to play. The Bolivar Liberators will represent Southwest Missouri in the Bass Pro Shops Tournament of Champions, along with the Kickapoo Chiefs in January, and you know what the level of expectation is when you get an invite to that tournament. Case Jones squeezes a three-point opportunity right in between the backboard and the rim. It'll be Nixa ball. Jay Osborne's team year after year plays the toughest schedule of anybody in Southwest Missouri. They are 172-31 in the last 7 years. And every year it's a list of state champions and tournament of champions as Bundy misses the dunk and Allen steals it. The feed to Dent, he's fouled and he'll go to the line.
Well, Bundy missed a bunny, easy, and blew it.
Missed a dunk. I mean, he can do that standing flat-footed. Missed. Bryce Kruger's going to pick up the foul.
Here's the hard foul by Kruger.
The second foul on Bryce Kruger. 16 fouls on the Liberators, and Parker Dent, who Mike told you hadn't attempted a free throw, is 3 for 3 on the night. Preston Flood goes and takes a spot in the lane while Parker Dent tries to keep his perfect free throw streak alive. He's started the season 3 for 3, make it 4 for 4.
And a fresh start at 41.
It's an all-new ball game, 41 all. Dent to the bench. Austin Brocker back in full court pressure as we've reached the midway point of the fourth quarter. Scott whips it down to Kruger for 3, too strong. Emmert can't hold on to it.
For the second time, Nixa will shoot for their first lead.
And that was too fast of a shot on that possession, which is, I'm sure, a conversation that Robbie Hoig will have in a battle that has been going in the low post. A great move by Robbie Hoig to switch off again. Johnny Scott draws the player control foul, the charge on Allen. The Dirty Birds don't like it. Scott goes down, wave off the basket.
Well, that's why I'm not a referee. That's tough. Jay obviously doesn't like the call. Robbie Hoig does like the call.
The jacket comes off. Well, you know, every time somebody blows a whistle, somebody's happy and somebody's not. Those guys know that. Tim and Tyler and Derek, they know that. Johnny Scott now will bring it up. Gives it over on the far side to Kruger in front of the scorer's table.
Jay's actually putting the jacket back on.
Johnny Scott with it now. Stands on the Missouri State logo here on the floor of JQH Arena.
2-3 zone by Nixa.
Vbrock and Flood giving Johnny Scott all the time in the world. He can write his thank you notes, do whatever he needs to for the Christmas holiday. We'll get back to basketball here with 3 minutes to play. See how long they'll give Bryce Kruger.
On the year, Bolivar shooting 49%, holding their opponents to 40%. They out-rebound their opponents by 10 a game, 33-23. A lot of that the work of Brandon Emmert.
This Bolivar Liberator team lost to the state champions, the St. Charles Pirates, a year ago. They ended up finishing fourth. St. Charles, the most improbable comeback in Show Me Showdown history, down almost 30 to Brady Petrie and the Hillcrest Hornets, and they came back to win a state title. These Bolivar Liberators have been waiting for a chance to go back to that ever since last March. A win here tonight will go a long way. And you know, this tournament, Mike, was once under the direction of Mark Fisher, and right now it feels like a Mark Fisher coached game as we are not seeing much offense of any here.
Well, not as bad as the 2012 gold final. Republic beat Parkview 34-27.
I'm still fairly confident the score at the end of the first quarter, that was like 7-5 or 7-4.
It was single digits, both sides.
They have milked easily a minute and a half off the clock here at JQH Arena.
Nixa with only 4 team fouls. Keep that in mind. They've got a couple to give. Bolivar 6 team fouls. And if there's a held ball, Liberators will keep it.
Nixa starting to extend the perimeter defense now with 90 seconds to play. Robbie Hoig pulling one out of his hat here. Conley Garrison down low. Emmert and one.
Conley Garrison, who averages 6 assists per game, just had his biggest assist of the night on that baseline pass to Emmert.
It was all you could hope for. Conley Garrison beat his man to the spot, Mike. He could have gone ahead and taken it on up. Instead, he fed the big man who finishes and does it at the line as well. 17 points for Brandon Emmert. He had 109 coming into tonight's game, and Bolivar goes back up by 3. 44-41. Nixa has to have an answer here. Bundy. They're looking down low again to Allen. They'll feed it over the top to Emmert, and Scott pushed off, trying to maintain position against the bigger Chase Allen.
The 7th team foul on Bolivar, so a 1-and-1 opportunity for Chase Allen, who is just a 50% free throw shooter, 17 for 34.
Chase Allen is going to be playing big-time college football a year from now. Rumor has it that his family's gotten phone calls from Jimbo Fisher at Florida State, from Jim Harbaugh at Michigan, and that's only just the beginning of the list. As Allen makes the free throw, now he has 8 points. Dad Terry Allen's phone blowing up with offers for him to play tight end, and there's a timeout. Allen makes them both. A timeout with 1:02 remaining, and a 1-point game, 44-43 Bolivar, as this one's going down to the wire.
Well, this game is being won in the paint, and what a battle it has been. Chase Allen, Brandon Emmert, not for the meek and mild to be
physical, partner, physical down low.
Look at those two just wearing each other out. A little double screen there on Emmert to free up Bundy, who missed that one. Of course, we go back to that wide open shot that Bundy missed from point blank range.
Nixa, we told you, Kickapoo, the #2 team in the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association Class 5 poll. Nixa #7. Chaminade and the future Duke Blue Devil, Jason Tatum at 1, Kickapoo at 2. Coach Rippey told you about Hazelwood Central. They're 3, CBC 4, and Lee Summit 5. It's the early season rankings out. The clock now under a minute. And how much time will Jay Osborne's Eagles give Bolivar this trip down? Bryce Kruger with it between the circles.
Nixa only 5 team fouls. Got one to give if they don't foul someone in the act of shooting.
Bryce Kruger, a 65% free throw shooter. Now they work it around the perimeter to Garrison. Nixa's got a foul soon. They get close to the 30-second mark now. Brocker.
You'd think they'd foul Scott right now, but again, they've only got 5 team fouls. Got to go ahead and foul now.
Parker Dent goes ahead and commits the foul against Conley Garrison with 25.6 seconds. Robbie Hoig was reading a book a year ago in the pit with the Snowy Lion. This year he's reading a book, Mentoring Leadership by Tony Dungy. Got to be one of the most cerebral coaches I have ever come in contact with in high school basketball. And another foul here will now send his Liberators to the line, and it is the 65% free throw shooter, Bryce Kruger, that will go to the line now.
It's a 1-and-1.
Kruger with 11 points. Knicks are going to make a change now. Bundy in for Parker Dent. Case Jones, Johnny Scott, and Bryce Kruger, the 3 starting seniors for the Bolivar Liberators. Allen and Bundy. The pillars down low for the Eagles, looking for a miss. Kruger will not indulge them. 45-43. Kruger, 2 of the biggest free throws of his career. 12 points And he's made it a 3-point advantage again for the Liberators with 22.1 to play.
In for Nixa, Evan Bergman and Garrett Bacon. 22 seconds to go. If Nixa gets down court in a hurry, gets an easy 2, you take it. You don't need a 3 with 22 seconds left to play. Bolivar wins over Pleasant Hill, Hillcrest, Warrensburg, Lebanon. Mentioned the victories here in the blue and gold against Branson, Aurora, and Clever. Nixa's wins against Carl Junction, Van Buren, Arkansas, Champaign Central from Champaign, Illinois, the home win over Glendale, and then the 3 victories here over Rogersville, Willow Springs, and Mountain Grove. One of these 2 teams will taste defeat for the first time.
Jay Osborne's ball club doesn't need a 3 here with 22.1. Do you think that they stay with the status quo, get it down low, get it to Chase Allen? Because it's not just about tying the game at this point in time, it's about even possibly extending the game. And a 4th foul on Brandon Emmerich changes the complexion of the game as it goes on and on.
To Emmerich's credit, he has avoided that 4th foul. He got 3 fouls in the 3rd quarter. He did not commit any fouls in the first 2 quarters. So to his credit, Emmerich's hung tough. Now, let's see what Nixa does.
Case Jones and Bryce Kruger will backpedal, and Vbrock brings it up quickly for the Eagles. Bacon drives on Emmert. His right-handed runner won't go, and there's a foul call. Tim McKnight with the call. Bryce Kruger will get the personal foul here. That is the 8th foul on the Liberators.
Brocker in for Bergman. Actually going to come in for Bacon. Bergman also out. Parker Dent back in. So again, Chase Allen back at the free throw line. His team down by 3.
Chase Allen's free throw numbers on the season not staggering, but he gets that one to rattle around and go. Less than 60% from the line, and he shoots 69% from the floor. But he gets the first one to go. That gives him 10. It's a 2-point game. Allen bends the knees. That one way too strong, but Nixa gets the rebound. Austin Brocker the board, and a timeout for Jay Osborne.
Well, that's the best case scenario for Nixa. An offensive board, and now a 2 can tie it with 12 seconds left.
A 2 can tie it, a 3 can take the lead. 12 seconds to go, and this one has been everything you could have hoped for to bring the 70th blue and gold to a conclusion. The pink and white going on across town over at the O'Reilly Family Event Center and Weiser Gymnasium, and that one will come to a conclusion tomorrow on New Year's Eve Day. And Don West and Mike McClure. Don will be back from being on the road with the Bears, and they'll have the call of the pink and white tomorrow at the home of the Drury Panthers. You can always get a copy of any of our broadcasts here on MC22 by logging on to our website. Check it out at www.mc22.net. You can click on the Order DVD link. You can check a list of programs, our upcoming schedule, anything you need to know as you now get to watch MC22, Mike, in high definition. It has taken way too long, but boy, what a difference it makes as I've sat at home and watched probably more of it than I should have the last few days just to see how different it looks, and it looks great.
Shout out to all of our crew, everybody in the truck, all of our camera people. Great, great, great job tonight.
And a great finish upcoming here. Nixa, a 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead. Vbrock, slow to get it in, and there's a takeaway. It's taken away by Johnny Scott, and he's tackled by Allen.
Great Scott, what a steal.
Holy cow. Johnny Scott just blasted through the crowd, barely had control of it long enough to get the foul on Chase Allen. It's his 3rd personal, and Johnny Scott, the 43% free throw shooter, will stand at the line, 9.1 seconds, and a blue and gold title in the balance as he will shoot with a 2-point lead, Mike, and this one has just been back and forth. What a great 4th quarter.
Well, the biggest defensive player of the night for Johnny Scott and the Bolivar Liberators. Nixa needing a 2 to tie it, looking inside, but look at the position by Scott, anticipating the entry pass into Chase Allen, stepped right in front of it And there's the Eagle foul.
A lot of these athletes, whether you're a Class 4 school like Bolivar or a Class 5 school like Nixa, are multi-sport athletes. Chase Allen, a big football player and basketball player. No different for Johnny Scott and this Bolivar team. A lot of multi-sport athletes, and that was a great football move. That was a defensive back playing the pass and just waiting for that exact perfect moment to jump the route and get the takeaway. So Scott will stand at the line all by his lonesome. The Liberators back him up down the length of the court. Allen and Bacon stand in the low block. Garrett Bacon back in with 4 fouls. Scott misses the first. The clock winds. Vbrock with it. 5 seconds. 4. He goes to the free throw line. Throws it to Bacon. The shot will not draw iron. And that'll do it. The Bolivar Liberators end Nixa streak. There will be no 6th consecutive title for the Eagles. (46-44), the final score is Robbie Hoig and the Bolivar Liberators pull the upset over the #1 seeded Nixa Eagles, handing them their first loss of the year. And the blue and gold, another trophy, gets to go home to Bolivar in one of the best finishes we've had in quite some time. We will come back in just a minute and wrap a bow on what has been a great battle between Nixa and Bolivar as the Liberators win by 2, 46-44.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Hi, I'm Carnell. If you're like me, you spend a lot of time online, streaming shows, downloading files, and Skyping with family. That's why Mediacom recently boosted many of our internet speeds at no extra cost. We call it Always Faster Internet because we're always improving to meet your needs. And when you combine improved speeds with hassle-free Wi-Fi, you get super fast speeds all over the house. So more gets done even faster. The power to make a good thing even better, the power to simplify.
For the first time since 1998, the Bolivar Liberators claim one of the 2 championships in the Greenwood Blue and Gold Tournament. They won 3 in a row in 96, 97, 98 over Glendale, Hartville, and the last time they won it all was against the Nixa Eagles, Mike. They do it again tonight.
Deja vu all over again. A team that had been in the championship game for the 11th time, 3 times a state or tournament title, 7 times a tournament runner-up. Tonight was a magical night for the Bolivar Liberators.
Nixa made it a game in the 4th quarter, but this, our play of the game, the best pass we saw all night. Conley Garrison to Brandon Everett. He splits 3 Eagle defenders, would get the bucket and the foul, converting the 3-point play, and it was a 2 or 3-point game, Mike, the whole way in the 4th quarter. As you take a look at the replay times, remember, the Blue Division Championship will be first, followed by this Gold Division Championship Thursday at 7, Saturday at 11, and Sunday again at 11, with the pink and white playing later in the day.
Great job by Bolivar again, holding Nixa to a season low 44 points. Previous season low 53. Defense, the name of the game tonight at JQH Arena.
We will be at the pink and white over at the O'Reilly Family Event Center on New Year's Eve day to bring you both championships from that great contest. Mike, they gave away a couple of checks a minute ago before we get off the air here. 1 to Colton Brown of Stockton, 1 to Jackson Jones of Marshfield, $2,000 scholarships in the memory of Logan Middleton, who we lost too soon, a former Nixa Eagle, and his dad was able to honor him again tonight with what was 1 scholarship last year, 2 this year.
Thanks to the fans that helped contribute to that as they came in to watch the blue and gold, and a very nice new tradition that we look forward to, and obviously so sad still at the loss of the young man, but glad that his memory will live on in this tournament.
Logansvision.com is how you can continue to contribute. Tonight, though, Nixa comes up just 2 points short from rewriting the history book here in the Blue and Gold tournament as Robbie Hoig and the Bolivar Liberators are the Gold Division champs. They win it by a final of 46-44. It has been another great holiday tournament here in the JQH Arena in Hammond Student Center. For my broadcast partner, Mike McClure, for our producer and director, Steve Wynn, for our entire MC22 crew, we thank you so much for joining us. It is our pleasure to bring you great high school sports like we saw tonight. We will do it for the rest of the season, but for tonight, congratulations to Kickapoo and Bolivar as they are your 2015 Greenwood Blue and Gold champions. Good night from JQH Arena.